Someone on Reddit wrote this last year. I started with $100 a month in my 20s. I'm 45 now, and my portfolio grows by more than $100 a day without me doing anything. The start was the hardest part. He didn't say what he invested in. He didn't mention a windfall or a salary bump. He said $100 a month. And he said the start was the hardest part, not because it's complicated, because $100 feels like nothing. And for a long time, it looks like nothing too. This video is about what's actually happening inside that nothing and what to do with $100 this week if you want the same result. Quick note, this is education, not financial advice. Now let's get into it. Most people skip this step. It costs them. There are two places to put $100 a month, a regular brokerage account or a Roth IRA. They look the same on the surface. They're not. With a regular brokerage account, every time your money grows, every dividend, every gain when you sell, you owe taxes. With a Roth IRA, you pay taxes on the $100 before it goes in. That's it. Everything it grows into, every dollar you pull out at 60 is tax-free. The math on this isn't small. At $100 a month over 40 years at 7%, past returns don't guarantee future results, but that's the historical average. You end up with roughly $260,000. At the S&P's historical 10% average, closer to $630,000. The gap between paying taxes on all that growth versus paying nothing is 6 figures. That's the difference between one account type and the other. The Roth IRA needs one thing, earned income, a paycheck. This account type is available to U.S. taxpayers. If you're outside the U.S., check what tax-advantaged accounts exist in your country. If you have earned income and you're in the U.S., open one before anything else. Open it at Fidelity, not because the app is the best on the market, because Fidelity has fractional shares. If VOO costs $500 a share, you type in $100 and you get 1/5 of a share. You're not locked out by price. That matters when you're starting with exactly $100. Avoid M1 finance until your account clears $10,000. As of 2024, they charge $3 a month in fees. On a $100 contribution, that's 3% gone before your money does anything. You start every single month in the red. This is where most beginners waste time. Buy VOO or VTI. Pick one. VOO tracks the S&P 500. The 500 largest U.S. companies. VTI is the total stock market, adding smaller companies on top. The difference in returns between them over 30 years is not worth an afternoon of research. Both are index funds. Both charge fees so small, they're nearly invisible. Both go up when American businesses go up. These are the most commonly cited examples. But look into other options before buying anything. The reason beginners end up in penny stocks is psychological. $100 doesn't feel like enough to buy real stocks. So they buy 2,000 shares of something trading at 5 cents a share because owning 2,000 of something feels like owning something. On r/investing, those are called lottery tickets. Most go to zero. $100 in VOO is a fractional stake in Apple, Microsoft, Nvidia, Berkshire Hathaway, and 496 other companies at the same time. That's what you're actually buying. One fund every month. Done. The people on r/Bogleheads who've been doing this for 20 years don't log in every month to manually buy. They set up an automatic transfer from their bank to Fidelity and an automatic purchase of their index fund on the same day every month. The reason isn't discipline. Every manual decision is a chance for a bad one. One person on the forum said it plainly. If I have to actively choose to invest that $100 every month, I'll eventually find a reason to spend it on a pizza instead. There's a second benefit. When you automate a fixed dollar amount, $100, same day every month, you buy more shares when VOO is cheap and fewer when it's expensive. Not because you timed anything, because $100 buys more of something that costs less. It happens for free the moment you automate. The setup takes 10 minutes in Fidelity. You do it once. After that, one rule: don't check the account more than twice a year. When you watch numbers daily, a red day feels like failure. It isn't. It's Tuesday. The people who check their $100 account every morning are the same people who panic sell when the market drops 10%. On $100, that drop is $10. On $100,000, it's $10,000. If you haven't built the habit of ignoring it at the small number, you won't have it when the number gets big. Leave the fund alone. Leave the account alone. The one thing that actually changes your outcome is adding more when you can, without disrupting your life. There's a rule from R/financial independence. Every time you get a raise or a tax refund, bump the monthly amount by $10, not 10% of the raise. $10 flat. You go from $100 to $110. Then $120 when the next raise comes. $10 is small enough that you won't feel it missing from your paycheck. Compounded over decades, it shaves years off the timeline. The people who retire at 55 instead of 65 didn't out-earn everyone around them. They kept raising a number that felt trivially small at the time. Here's what $100 a month at 7% actually looks like across time. At 10 years, you've put in $12,000. The account holds about $17,300. The extra $5,300 came from doing nothing. At 20 years, you've put in $24,000. The account holds about $52,000. The interest alone is now worth more than the money you actually deposited. At 30 years, you've put in $36,000. The account holds about $121,000. You tripled what you contributed. At 40 years, still $36,000 in deposits, between $260,000 and $630,000 in the account, depending on market returns. The 10-year mark is where most people quit. $17,300 after a decade of monthly transfers doesn't feel like a win. It feels like proof the whole thing doesn't work. That's the exact moment the math is building the base for everything that comes next. The acceleration doesn't start until the base is there. One more thing, the first $100,000 takes the most effort because you're doing most of the lifting yourself. After that, compounding starts adding more per year than your contributions do. At some point, if you go long enough, the account grows by more in a single year than your salary. That's just arithmetic with enough time behind it. Open a Fidelity Roth IRA today. Set up a $100 automatic monthly purchase of VOO or VTI. The whole setup takes under 30 minutes. Then don't touch it until next year's tax forms arrive.